HBO is an American cable and satellite television network whose programming consists primarily of theatrically released motion pictures and original television programs. HBO was almost called TGC, which stood for the Green Channel, but I think that Doug Benson probably wanted to use that name himself. They played hardball in order to be the first to air major films like Star Wars and Ghostbusters, although nowadays they're more likely to play Star Wars and Nutbusters.
War's over, I'm a peacetime Mandalorian. The story is dumb, Star Wars historians deep in debate, but they play at Ben again.
Game of Thrones is the most pirated show on television.
Look what I got. I got a jar of dirt, I got a jar of dirt, and guess what's inside it?
This show has spawned 3 separate porn parodies: Game of Bones, Sex of Thrones, and This Ain't Game of Thrones XXX. Game of Thrones has even hired a few porn stars to play some of the show's smaller roles. I mean, I imagine it would be difficult to get normal actresses to have sex on camera every single f***ing episode. Despite Game of Thrones' success, HBO almost didn't air it. The fact that they even had to think about that one is questionable. Although, I'm not really that surprised, seeing as I found this on YouTube saying it was the original pilot.
Really? You know who the real king is? Our dad's the king.
Our dad is not the king, Arya. Joffrey's gonna be king and I'm gonna be his queen.
They did, however, pass up on Mad Men. Yeah, not your best move. Okay, now I'm gonna take a sin away from HBO for giving the finger to censorship laws and giving us the word f without any blurs or beeps. That is so motherfucking sucking annoying. Oh wait. And I would take another sin away from Sopranos if it weren't for the ending. Don't stop. You can't just cut off like that. The CEO of HBO, ooh that rhymes, has reported that HBO is in the business of creating addicts.
I'm Black Dynamite. I sell drugs to the community.
That makes them sound like a drug dealer or a pimp, and not the good kind. During the season 5 finale of Game of Thrones, HBO got cut off for a large portion of people watching. But the only people who reported this problem were those who used other people's passwords rather than subscribing themselves, which raises the question, did HBO do this on purpose to get people to buy more subscriptions? The second season of True Detective.
It is a river, and that it drowns the tender reed.
What the actual HBO has become so desperate to combat piracy that they issued a DMCA takedown notice for VLC Media Player. Because, as we all know, open source video players are only used by fiendish video pirates. HBO wasn't always the haven for creative programming that it is today. Their first live event in 1973 was a 3-hour-long polka festival. And their number of subscribers dropped 57% the following year. The writing on girls.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
You're here for
Hannah's birthday?
Hannah's birthday, right. Of course. Yeah, me too.
Right.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
makes sense.
Great job! You wrote dialogue as unnecessary as most actual conversations. In the mid-80s, HBO raised the price of their satellite service, prompting a man who called himself Captain Midnight to hijack their satellite signal with this. Captain Midnight, that's like such a terrible name. It's like a C-level supervillain. In 2012, HBO was forced to cancel their horse racing drama Luck because 3 horses died while filming on set. Supposedly, this wasn't due to poor safety precautions, just bad luck. HBO is no stranger to controversy. There's incest in Game of Thrones, gory violence in Oz, and unique fetishes and real sex. But this is too much. And finally, James Carville on K Street.
Does that sound healthy to you that you've married your mother?
I don't know if it's healthy, but it sure in the hell is fun.
Our website looks slick as shit, and you know why? Squarespace. Our website was easy as to set up. You know why? Because I'm a genius. Wait, no, it was actually Squarespace. See, with Squarespace, you don't have to be a mad scientist to make a professional looking site, because there's no coding required, and its intuitive, easy to use interface is powered by a killer technology that ensures your stability and safety. The best part, you can start your free trial today with no credit card required at squarespace.com. When you do decide to sign up, make sure to use the offer code BRANSONS to get 10% off your first purchase. Squarespace, build it beautiful.